in the quiet stillness of a sun-drenched pasture, a chilling sight unfolds. A horse, majestic yet marred, stands with a wound that tells a tale of nature's darker side. This is not just any injury. It is a horrific beehive wound, a grotesque reminder of the intersection between beauty and brutality in the animal kingdom. As the camera zooms in, the viewer is met with a shocking image. The horse's flank is swollen and oozing, a hive of activity where once there was only smooth skin. The buzzing sound of bees fills the air, a sinister symphony that underscores the horror of the situation. The infestation is not merely a nuisance, it is a full-blown assault. Lieutenant bees, those seemingly innocent pollinators, have turned this horse into a living host for their hive. The horse's body, once a sanctuary, has become a battleground, with thousands of bees burrowing into its flesh, seeking refuge and sustenance. The sight is both fascinating and repulsive as the viewer grapples with the reality of nature's harshness. The horse, in its confusion and pain, swats at the air, its powerful legs kicking in a futile attempt to rid itself of the relentless invaders. But how did this happen? The answer lies in the delicate balance of ecosystems. Bees, drawn to the horse's warmth and the scent of its sweat, found an ideal location to establish their hive. The horse, unaware of in the heart of the dense, shadowy jungles of Central Africa, a scene unfolds that is both haunting and captivating. A massive silverback gorilla, a symbol of strength and majesty, stands in stark contrast to the horror that has befallen him. His once mighty frame is marred by a grotesque wound, a gaping cavity that has become a hive of activity, an infestation of bees. This is not just a story of nature's brutality. It is a chilling reminder of the delicate balance between life and death, beauty and horror, that exists in the wild. As we delve deeper into this unsettling tableau, we are compelled to confront the darker aspects of nature, where survival often comes at a gruesome price. The gorilla, a creature revered for its intelligence and social structure, now finds itself in a nightmarish predicament. The wound, likely the result of a territorial skirmish or an unfortunate encounter with a sharp object, has become a breeding ground for a colony of bees. These tiny creatures, often associated with the sweetness of honey and the beauty of blooming flowers, have transformed this noble beast into a grotesque spectacle. The bees, drawn to the open flesh, have made their home within the gorilla's injury, creating a living, writhing mass that is both fascinating and repulsive. The sight is enough to make even the most hardened observer recoil in horror. As we examine the wound more closely, we can see the bees buzzing incessantly, their bodies glistening with the remnants of the gorilla's blood. They flit in and out of the gaping hole, oblivious to the suffering they are causing. This is not merely a case of opportunistic behavior. It is a complex interaction between species that speaks to the harsh realities of survival in the wild. The gorilla, in his agony, becomes a host, a living vessel for the bees to thrive. This relationship, while seemingly one-sided, is a testament to the resilience of life in all its forms. The bees, in their quest for sustenance, are simply following their instinctual drive to survive, even at the expense of another creature. But what drives this infestation? The answer lies in the biology of the bees themselves. They are attracted to the scent of decay, a signal that indicates a potential source of nourishment. The gorilla's wound, festering and raw, emits pheromones that beckon the bees, drawing them in like moths to a flame. This gruesome banquet is a stark reminder of nature's unyielding laws, where the weak often fall prey to the strong, and the cycle of life continues, indifferent to the suffering it may cause. As we ponder the implications of this dark scenario, we are forced to confront the ethical dilemmas that arise from our relationship with the natural world. Humans, in our quest for progress and dominance, have often overlooked the delicate balance that sustains life on this planet. Our encroachment into natural habitats, our pollution, and our relentless pursuit of resources have disrupted ecosystems, leading to unforeseen consequences. The gorilla, a victim of circumstance, embodies the tragic fallout of our actions. In a world where we have the power to protect or destroy, we must ask ourselves, are we the architects of our... In the heart of the African savanna, where the sun blazes down and the air is thick with the scent of earth and life, a chilling tale unfolds. Picture a majestic white lion, a creature of beauty and power, now marred by a horrific wound, a gaping, festering cavity where a beehive once thrived. This is not just a story of survival. It is a grim reminder of nature's darker side, where the line between life and death blurs in the most unexpected ways. As we delve into this unsettling narrative, prepare yourself for a journey that reveals the intricate, often grotesque relationship between animals and the natural world, a relationship that can turn deadly in the blink of an eye. The white lion, a rare and ethereal being, roams the plains with an air of regality, but beneath that majestic exterior lies a gruesome reality. The wound on its flank, a result of a bee infestation, is a sight that would make even the most hardened observer recoil in horror. The once proud creature now bears the scars of a battle it never intended to fight. The bees, drawn to the lion's warmth and the scent of its sweat, found a perfect nesting ground in the folds of its skin. What began as a minor irritation quickly escalated into a full-blown invasion, as thousands of these tiny creatures burrowed into the lion's flesh, creating a hive that thrived on its very life force. As we examine the wound more closely, the details become increasingly disturbing. The skin around the hive is inflamed and raw, a vivid tapestry of reds and purples that tells a story of pain and suffering. The buzzing sound, once a gentle hum of nature, now resonates like a death knell, a constant reminder of the lion's plight. The bees, in their relentless pursuit of survival, have turned this noble beast into a living host, a grotesque home for their colony. Each sting, each bite, is a reminder of the fine line between predator and prey, a line that has been irrevocably crossed. But what drives these bees to such a gruesome act? In the wild, in the heart of the African savanna, where the sun blazes down and the air is thick with the scent of earth and life, a chilling scene unfolds. A leopard, the epitome of grace and power, now bears a horrific wound, a gaping, festering hole where a beehive once thrived. This is not just any injury, it is a grotesque testament to the intersection of nature's beauty and its brutal realities. The leopard, with its striking coat of rosettes, now stands as a living canvas of suffering, a stark reminder of the fragility of life in the wild. As we delve deeper into this unsettling narrative, prepare yourself for a journey that intertwines the elegance of the animal kingdom with the dark, often repulsive, truths of survival. The wound, a gruesome sight, is not merely a result of a single unfortunate encounter. It is the aftermath of a bee infestation that has taken hold of the leopard's body, a phenomenon that is as fascinating as it is disturbing. The bees, drawn to the warmth and scent of the leopard, found a perfect nesting site in the soft flesh of its neck. What began as a minor irritation quickly escalated into a nightmare. The leopard, in its instinctual drive to survive, attempted to rid itself of the buzzing invaders. But the damage was already done. The bees, relentless in their pursuit of a home, burrowed deeper, creating a festering wound that oozes with a mixture of blood and pus, a grotesque cocktail that attracts even more insects, turning the leopard into a living buffet for scavengers. As we observe this tragic tableau, it is essential to understand the biology behind such an infestation. Bees, particularly those of the species known for their aggressive nature, can sense vulnerability. The leopard, once a formidable predator, now becomes a target, its strength diminished by the pain and infection. The bees, in their hive mentality, swarm with a singular purpose to protect their queen and expand their territory. In their quest for survival, they have unwittingly condemned the leopard to a slow, agonizing demise. The wound, now a festering mass, is a breeding ground for bacteria, and the leopard's immune system, overwhelmed and under siege, struggles to keep the infection at bay. The sight of the leopard, its body writhing in agony, is a stark reminder of the harsh realities of nature. It is a world where beauty and horror coexist, where the line between predator and prey blurs in the face of survival. The bees, in their relentless pursuit of a home, have transformed this majestic creature into a grotesque spectacle, a living embodiment of nature's cruelty. As the sun sets over the savanna, casting long shadows across the landscape, the leopard's plight serves as a chilling reminder of the fragility of life. But what does this mean for us, the observers of this dark drama? It forces us to confront the uncomfortable truth about our relationship with nature. We often romanticize the wild, viewing it through a lens of beauty and wonder, but the reality is far more complex. The leopard, once a symbol of strength, is now a victim of circumstance, a casualty of the intricate web of life that binds us all. In our quest to understand and protect the natural world, we must also acknowledge the darker aspects of existence, the parasitic relationships, the brutal struggles for survival, and the inevitable decay that accompanies life. As we reflect on this unsettling narrative, we are left with a moral conundrum. Are we, as humans, any different from the beasts? In our relentless pursuit of progress and expansion, do we not also invade the territories of others, leaving destruction in our wake? The leopard's suffering is a mirror reflecting our own actions, a reminder that we are all part of this intricate dance of life, where every step can lead to beauty or horror. Perhaps, in the end, the true lesson lies not in the tragedy of the leopard, but in our ability to empathize with its plight, to recognize our role in the grand tapestry of existence. And as we conclude this dark tale, one can't help but chuckle at the irony of it all. Here we are, humans, with our buzzing smartphones and incessant need for connection, while a leopard grapples with a literal bee infestation. Perhaps the next time you swat away a pesky bee, you might think twice. After all, they might just be looking for a cozy place to call home. Nature, in all its grotesque glory, has a way of reminding us that we are all just trying to find our place in this chaotic world.